Dumela, Saniwalnani, Mwapinduka, Jambo. This is another moment. Welcome to my channel. This is From Dream to Destiny. We meet here and we talk issues about life, issues that complicate or make better the way we live and the way we navigate through this journey of life. I invite you to relax, sit down, have a cup of tea or coffee or whatever drink that makes you comfortable. And yeah, let's get cracking. I want to begin by giving you a bit of background of who is Kenny, who is this person. Perhaps by having understanding my background, you will be able to understand why I am doing what I am doing. And maybe from there, you can be able to relate and connect. When I talk about some things, you can be able to relate and connect from where I come from. So, Kenneth Karanja is my name. I was born in a small village in the Central Highlands of Kenya, near Mount Kenya. And I say a small village because it's not even recognized. You will not find it in the map anywhere. It's just a small village. And I went to secondary school and primary school back in the village in Kenya. And in 1996 is when I moved out of the village to go and look for opportunities elsewhere. Now, from the village to the capital city of Kenya, and then from the capital city of Kenya, after trying a few things here and there in Nairobi, I decided to move from Nairobi to Botswana. That was in the year 2002. A journey that was filled with adventure, that was full of adventure, full of challenges, a little bit of a sweet and sour mix of a journey, if you will, but nevertheless worth the while. I do not regret moving to Botswana in that year that I moved in 2002. I am still in Botswana. We are doing this recording in Botswana right now. In Botswana, I own properties, I own businesses here in Botswana. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an author, I'm a father. I'm also a farmer coffee farmer back in Kenya. But most of my investment and what I have, apart from a few other businesses in Kenya, it's based here in Botswana. I have worked for big organizations here in Botswana before I started venturing into my own businesses. So one of the business that I own here in Botswana that is very, very dear to my heart is a hospitality and tourism school called Career Dreams. And you will learn more about this school and what we have done for the last 18 years that we have run the school. You will be able to learn more about the school. If you can keep in touch and follow us, you will be able to get more of that. Now, my whole story and the journey from the village, from childhood to the primary school, secondary school, to Nairobi, from Nairobi to Botswana, my journey, the businesses that I've started, my relationship and everything, I have put all that in a book, Harnessing Opportunities. I want to recommend this book to you for you to understand my journey. More information you'll find in this book. I would like to recommend this book again to people who feel or think they are pathfinders. They are called to discover who they are. They are people who don't settle for the status quo. They challenge the status quo. They ask questions. They want to take risks. People who want to find out more about life. People who believe there is more about life than just settling for what you're being told or what is available. This book I recommend for those kind of people. It will take you to a level that will catapult you, your thinking, your mindset, your emotions to a very, very, very high level. I highly recommend this book, Harnessing Opportunities. That's my background. That's me. And like I said, you can find more information on my YouTube channel, my Facebook page. And if you will, you can get a copy of that book. And then you'll be able to get more understanding of this person who is in your face right now talking to you. Now, let's get cracking into the topic of this day. And I want to start from the beginning. Childhood. And I would like to start by quoting these words from this philosopher who was called, is an American philosopher who was called Mark Twain. And Mark Twain said that there are two important days in your life. Very, very important days in your life. The first day is the day that you were born. And the second important day is the day you discover why you were born. We celebrate birthdays every now and then. We always see people celebrating birthdays. It's a very, very important day to remember and to celebrate that this is the day I came into this life. But the second day, I have never seen people celebrating. Could it possibly mean that many people don't find the reason why they were born in their lifetime? Is it possible that we struggle and we walk through this life without ever realizing and discovering why we came here in the first place? Where did we come from? Where did you come from? Who brought you here? For what reason? For what purpose? This is a cracking question, because if you don't unravel this mystery of why, who you are and why you're here, you're going to go through life with a lot of questions, a lot of try and errors, a lot of things that you do not understand really what is going on. And I want to encourage you and I want to invite you to be able to follow me and my teachings on this channel so that you can be able to get a glimpse of this very, very challenging mystery question. Why were you born? Do you know? Do I know? That forms the basis of everything. A lot of people and motivators, you hear them talking about your purpose. And I think it's the same thing as why were you born? Why did you come here? Do you know? Do you understand? And if you do, or if you don't, what is the next step that you're going to do to be able to find that truth of that mystery question? Let me pause here and ask you a question. You have a name, right? You have a name. I have a name. I'm sure you have a name. Who gave you the name? How did they come up with that name? What does the name mean to you? In your culture, in your family, in your background, how do they give children names? This is going to be a big topic at a later stage, but I just want to trigger your thinking into when you talk about childhood and talk about a name. I want to bring this to your thinking that your name as a person and the people who named you, your name could be connected to your destiny or your purpose or why you came here. Has it ever occurred to you like that? Did you ever think about it in those lines? Or is it just a name? Like in many African languages, you find that people say any name a child will grow, no, regardless of the name they're given. What is in your name? What is in a name? What is in your name? Do you know? Am I asking for an answer? I'm asking for you to think. I'm actually jogging your mind to start thinking. What does it mean? Because maybe that is a starting point. That is a beginning point of discovery. This journey from childhood, the name, and when you start growing, what opportunities were you given as a child to be able to discover why you came or why you were born? For many of us, including myself, those opportunities were never available. My parents were adults. I was a child, and there was no room for us to be able to discuss things. I don't blame them because I don't think they knew better. But if we talk about today, I look at this and say, if you have a child, I have a child, you need to be able to sit down with that child and give them a room and space to be able to discuss issues of life. Let them ask you questions on what they think. But many of us didn't have that chance. And so most of things you had to discover or you had to find out through your own means and through other means. And so surface is to say that many of us grow, you reach the age of 18, 19, 20 years, still with questions lingering in your mind as why did I come here? Why am I born? What's my purpose? And then you realize that a lot of people are prepared to give you purpose, not your purpose, some other people's purposes, and they will give you this and they will convince you that this is your purpose, and you run with that and you live a life where you will never be happy, you will never have fulfillment, you will always struggle because you're living a life that is not yours. Does it make sense? This is just a beginning, and I want us to be talking more about this kind of topics for us to discover ourselves in this journey. If you want to learn more, tune in into the next video. Thank you. I love you with the love of the Lord. Ciao, ciao. Bye.